Today I'm excited to teach you about prepositions through a fun story. Enjoy the story and let's learn together. Let's get started. Now that we've enjoyed part of the story, let's take a closer look at the prepositions used. In the story, we used under to show position, meaning the cat is below table. Normally, under is used when something is lower than another object, or when it is covered by something else. Here, some examples. In the story, we used behind to show position, meaning something is located at the back of another object. Normally, behind is used when something is hidden from view by something else. Here some examples. So behind typically denotes a location at the back of something, either physically or figuratively. All right, it's time to dive back into the story. Now that we've enjoyed the story, let's look at some of the prepositions we found along the way. We'll break them down and understand how they work in the story. In the story, we also came across the preposition into. This is used to show movement from the outside to the inside of something. Look these examples. So, into is used to describe a change of position or direction, where something or someone moves from one space into another, often indicating the beginning of being inside. Now, let's look at the preposition on. In the story, we used on to describe position, specifically when something is touching or resting on a surface. So, on is typically used when something is in contact with a surface or lying on top of it, such as a book on a table, etc. Now, let's look at over when it's used to describe movement. In the story, Coco jumps over the fence. This shows that over can describe movement from one place to another, typically involving crossing a space or going from one side to another, usually above or across something. So in movement terms, over is used to show crossing over something or moving across a distance, often involving a higher position or surface. Now let's jump back into the story. Do you think Ben will catch Coco after she jumps over the fence? Now, let's look at through when it's used to describe movement. In the story, Ben's walked through the park. This shows that through describes movement from one side to the other, often involving going inside or across a space, like moving through a tunnel or walking through a door. Now let's look at between when it's used to show position. In the story, Ben looks between two trees. This shows that between indicates the position of something or someone in the middle of two objects or places, like sitting between two people, etc. Now, let's look at inside when it's used to show position. In the story, Ben looks inside the box. This shows that inside refers to being within the boundaries or enclosed area of something, like being inside a room, etc. All right, let's continue with the final part of the story. What do you think will happen next? Let's find out together. Finally, let's look at next to when it's used to show position. In the story, Coco is next to the bench. This shows that next to indicates being very close to or beside something, like sitting next to a friend, etc. All right, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned about some important prepositions along the way. Keep practicing, and we'll explore more together next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun learning. See you next time.